y'all? We are back with episode 3 of VGHL's Behind the Boards. My name is Trevor Young. I've joined you from Terrace, BC, Canada today, and I'm with my two co-hosts.
Mr. East from Fox Cities, Wisconsin. Hope you all doing good tonight.
I'm Willie P out in Udon Thani, Thailand, Sweaty Cup. We're having a good old time today.
I bet.
It almost sounded like you forgot where you were there for a minute.
Yeah.
He's gone down the wormhole. We're having a Donnie Darko moment.
Yeah, well, I kind of lost my brain this morning when everybody told me, I don't have to get up because it's a holiday here again.
Yeah.
What holiday? I'm not quite sure, but happy holiday, Thailand.
Okay, happy
Whatever.
holiday, Udon Thani.
Right on.
Well, Thailand.
Right on. That's what's up. Celebrate, guys.
Hell yeah.
Whatever holiday it is, cheers.
So you guys played a couple games yesterday.
We finally got caught up with our schedule, and we finally got the bugs worked out, and we've been playing, and things have been going quite well. We finished event number 1, and we've started event number 2. So we played the games to close out event number 1 yesterday, and we started the games for event number 2, and we had a very, very 2 good games last night against Mr. East and Wild East Entertainment, and the Texas Prison Reform team played, and I would have to say Cody Freeland, the goalie for the Texas Prison Reform team, he's the first goalie to get his shutout.
Ooh. Interesting.
So I was highly surprised at how well the Texas Prison Reform team played, and we showcased something very special with the Wild East Entertainment team.
Oh, yeah, jersey facelift.
You got to see the jersey facelift and their new logo. So I'm waiting for their home opener so we can see all the new logo on the ice and the new home jerseys.
So Wild East Entertainment did not have a very good debut game.
Hey, no, that's okay, man. I tried. Like if you watch the game, man, you'll see that I was putting it down. But in that last quarter, when everybody just decided to jump up in front of the goalie, you can't stop the ping pong effect, man. Every time one of my guys tried to slap it out of the way, ping, 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 and they got it. They, twice under that circumstance, actually. It was pretty cool, right in the last stretch of the game, too. But I was happy that Texas Prison Reform team won. Shout out to Troublemaker for that awesome team of yours.
Hell yeah. So speaking of that game, why don't we get into a little bit of the game? I'm going to showcase the third period for y'all, which is actually the final stretch that actually made the game's difference.
Awesome.
Now, Willie P., did you play the Texas Prison Reform team?
Yeah, I played the Texas Prison Reform team, and I was still undefeated up until that point, and then I got beat.
So let's get right into it. This is a little bit from the Wild East Entertainment versus the Texas Prison Reform team right here. VGHL's Behind the Boards. Let's check it out.
Third period is signaling for the face-off. Face-off won by Holy. It's turned over at the blue line. He gets rocked by Justin Micah. He gets laid out. Justin. He's behind the net looking for someone to pass to. Out they come to center, and it's shot in deep. Now it's grabbed by Frank. He clears it safely out. Memphis has it now. He shoots. Deep pad save by Cody. Micah. Joshua. It's man against man. Giovanni. It's 2-on-1. Leg save by Cody. Grabbed by Dallas. John. It's 2-on-1. Shoots. Chris. Memphis takes control. It's a one-on-one battle. Chris shot from the point. Grabbed by Memphis. Out they come to center. And the Bucks will fly into the attacking zone. That's one right on. Shoots the puck. Dallas scooped it up. Mason Irizawa gobbles it up. And hard on net. It's jumped on by Micah. Blocked, it didn't get through. Yet another save. Edwin. And he carries it into the attacking zone. Fires it. Close. A turnover. Puck taken by Brent. He moves it out. Offside. Allen was sharp on that attempt. Jim, he's really seeing the puck well. Puck is about to be dropped. Face-off goes to Memphis. Memphis scoops it up. It's dumped in by Bombshell. Misfit gets laid out. Hard on net from the left. Danielle. He keeps stopping the puck. Shoots from the slot. Justin. There's a give crap turnover. Brian takes possession. He gets laid out. Weber. Misfit. Hard shot on the slot. He scores. Make the third. That's the first. Say what you want about that being the garbage. He was still in the right place at the right time to make the play.
Left to the right, from the front to the back. Feel me fuck. Feel me fuck. Get the hands up high if you feel the vibe.
Brandon Blink and lit in the first goal of the game. And it comes at a bad time, Jim. It's not just the other team against them. They've got to play against the clock. Edwin. Michael Allen makes the save. Puck picked up by Michael. Edwin. He scores! Big goal late in the third. They're up by a pair. You see what happens when you go to the net? He was in the perfect spot to shovel that puck home on the rebound.
Left to the right, from the front to the back. Feel me fuck. Feel me fuck. Get the hands up high if you're feeling the vibe.
Given the time remaining, that 2-goal lead is huge. Huge, but not impossible to erase, Jim. Better stay focused. And play is offside. Dallas has done a great job of avoiding penalties. Well, you want to stick up for yourself, but you don't want to cost your team. They're playing smart hockey, and it shows on the scoreboard. Frank! Now he shoots the puck in. Down to the final 2 minutes of the third period. Snaps the shot. John. Brent. And out he comes. Lee, and it's moved into the attacking zone. And he stopped that and he hangs on. This is one guy that can really turn the game around for you when the pressure starts to rise. Whether it's throwing a big hit or scoring a goal, he always seems to come through. He plays the game with a big mark. On the right, he's getting called for interference. Contact was well away from the play. You can't always get away with that. down to the final minute of the third. The blistering shot. Irizawa. Chris. And he moves it to center. Here's the puck. Just missed the net. Dallas jumps on it. Charles. Edwin. Just one man to beat. Cody shoots the puck from the right. Edwin. John. Another shot. Cody with the puck. Maestro. And he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Fired it from the point. Just wide of the net. Michael got it. Lee. Down to the final seconds of the third. And play is whistled down for the offside. Dallas is one tough opponent. They've got solid players right down through their bench, and they play a smart game. While you can't make mistakes against this team, they've got just too much talent. Face off one by Michael. He shoots. The door is shut by Allen. He'll go at him one-on-one. That's it. Memphis has lost it. The final score, 2-0.
So there you have it. That was the third period to one of the games that last night. Now that was a close one, Mysteries. You just couldn't pull it off, could you?
No, it didn't happen at that last stretch. It just didn't work for the overtime.
I just want to give a quick shout out to our viewers. We got Brittany Robertson, also known as Troublemaker, also known as Misfit in the game. She's got a show coming up this Saturday. If you don't know yet, now you know. Globally Challenged hits y'all with their third episode this Saturday at 4:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2:00 p.m. Central Time. Make sure to hit that up, because it's a dope show.
That was the first game in the doubleheader last night. The second game of that doubleheader was We the North WTN at Battle X Global Thailand, the championship team from last year, and I have to give it to Mr. East, who played the WTN team, subbing in for Divine Inc. out there in Terrace, BC.
Oh, yeah.
He played a really good game, and against the highly stronger team, the Global Thailand team, in my opinion. And Malcolm, the goalie, he the delayed reaction on the first goal, the elevator door action of the pads. I've never seen that happen before. That was like a delayed reaction. The puck's in the net. He closes his legs like, oops.
Yeah, no, it was shortly after went through. It was pretty funny.
So it was kind of a clawback game.
Yeah, there was a little bit of back and forth. Wills ended up scoring the tying point. Then we went into overtime. And I'm thinking at the moment when it went into overtime, it's just like, oh, man, I can't wait to go grocery shopping. I got to end this. I put the business in. Food's a great motivator. Let me tell you, I love grocery shopping. So,
yeah,
Great.
20 seconds into the overtime, he picks up the puck, skates down, walks out in front. And it was just a blistering shot. And I was like, huh? It's over already? I didn't even do anything. See, that's the biggest change from this year as last year. See, that game last year would have ended in a tie. We would have both got 1 point. This year, this year, because we have the overtime now. So, yeah, we actually
there must be a loser.
Games that ended in ties last year. So everything this year has become more competitive, and there's a lot more challenge as far as playing. And, we've changed the views of the ice also instead of just run view. So there's a lot more difficulty, I guess is the word, to the game as opposed to last year. And the internet and streaming capabilities have increased, so we're allowed to be able to show different angles because of the graphic upload. Different angles is the graphics on the screen is more, so it's magnified more. For me, the broadcast mode, I had a hard time getting used to it last year, and because normally I usually play in ice mode or classic mode. So I'm finding that this year, the second and third period, going back to ice mode and then back into classic mode, my play has been going downhill in those 2 periods as opposed to going up because I've got to playing all my games in broadcast mode from last season. So it's been I think that's part of my problem in the second and third period of the game is adjusting to the camera view.
Well, let's get into why don't we let the people get right into the third period and let the people see the overtime goal in the.
Oh, you're gonna play it. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the
Wild shot.
The last half of the third period as well as the overtime goal, so you guys can, get to know how close this game really was, and get you a little bit more in depth into the VGHL along with us. So let's get right into that when I don't click the wrong button. This is the third period, last half of the third period, plus the overtime period of We the North versus Battle Axe Global Thailand.
Cam had an easy time with that shot. Easy pad save. They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off goes to Prince George. Look out. That ball finds it. Shoots the puck. It's 2-on-1. Into this, he scores, and then right back in it. Still some time left. It's just unbelievable that this kid's a rookie. He plays with the poise and patience of someone with many years of experience in the league.
To the back, feel me flow, get the hands up high if you're giving the vibe. Record drop.
About half a period to go, and it's a 1-goal game. As a coach, this is when you look at your bench and ask yourself, who's going to raise their game? Who's going to be the hero? It's 2-on-1. Mad Dog reached out for the puck. Billy. And he just gets the puck deep. One-time shot. Grab by Prince George. Chris. Now he shoots the puck in. Right in front. One-timer. Chris. Shot from the point. Magic. It's a one-on-one battle. One-timer. Chris. Cam gets his stick on it. To my guy. There. Blast it from the slot. And he just missed the net. T-Rex. William. And he carries it into the attacking zone. A one-on-one. He's got a breakaway.
And he knew a 2-goal deficit at this point in the game would be nearly impossible to come back from.
Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Mad Dog made the save. T-Rex. Good shot. Mad Dog made the brilliant save. It's taken by T-Rex. Oh, off the crossbar. We're down to the final minute of the third. Shoots quickly. Corey. Quick shot. It goes wide. Bad boy. Big hit. Corey with the puck. Grant. And he brings it to center. Now he's into the attacking zone. Turned. He scores. He beats the buzzer to tie it up. That was a very smart play by our goalscorer. He knew there was going to be a rebound on the shot, and he got to the puck before anyone else could.
From the front to the back, feel me flow, get the hands up high if you're giving the vibe.
Windsor has beaten the clock and tied the game. Just a few more seconds, get a chance to win it all. At center. Boss man, it's 2-on-1. Time shot. Savvy. T-Rex. It's turned over in the neutral zone. Boss man. Down to the final seconds of the third. It's turned over in the neutral zone. William with it now. It's 2-on-1.
If you wanted things to heat up, you got your wish. OT is coming up.
Somewhere I live was only tweaking my design. Some precision, I perfected every line. But a master that be given to them decibels to lie. Look, you can see me in your retinas alive. You better get some spectacles to try. The separation's more than just these bars. There's an ethical divide. I'm the truth and you deceptive and you lie. This music is my weapon. If I aim in your direction and you die. I'm sending all these rappers like a floating through the sky. The moral of the story is I'm right back every time. I'm moving east to west, moving that's still the brightest mind way. Don't even try to rock, keep going on my floor. They call me high down the way I do the cut so cool. And every time you see me flexing at your neck, I'm just flashing on you suckers like a guess they even say, y'all. Y'all just like, oh. Yo. Take it way back, take it way back. Take it way back, take it way back. With a flashback. I get track change like a man. The universe provide me different flavors from my palette, like the colors on the palette for a baby with the fetch. But I'm more of an artist and entertainer. Even that I'm more like a curator. My views great. Like Ricky Rubin, but I'm doing late. Very needy that you was able to do it, mate. Rather pay to play myself, and I ain't trying to play myself, but I don't need no one to do me favors. Roll the glue in the Vega, that's how the mood is late. That old weed in the face, maybe I'm true today. Stand close to my roots, like a rutabaga. Alex Haley as a youth, knew I would use it later. Hybrid genetic, that mama Luke Raider. Everybody wanna.
3 periods, and now we're going to OT.
This is definitely thrilling, edge of your seat hockey.
He steals it. It's 2-on-1. Got it hard from the slot. Windsor jumps on it. A blistering shot. Billy. There's a quick shot. It's all over now. Prince George has won the game. Final score, 3-2.
I'd love to see him in a skills competition. I think he has one of the hardest shots in the league. Nice hole.
So that was the third period, as well as the overtime winner for the We the North versus Battle Axe Global Thailand. Shout out to Oliver James Brown, Malcolm Campbell, and of course Corey Belmont out at the Divine Ink Shop, who run the We the North team in my hometown of Terrace, BC.
This.
Right at the top of the, he scored that goal right at the top of the circle like he did off the face-off. That's your like deadly spot, that little area right there.
And straight shots too. Don't forget those straight shots.
Hey, and watching the video again, I actually did get a shot off. I actually did get one shot off. So I
in 20 seconds a lot happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
To me, it just looked like I went around the ring and just, you know.
Right.
But after rewatching it, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that was a little bit more than just, you know, skating around the ring and doing your thing.
Oh, you You mean you were there to play hockey and not do a free skate?
Hey, it's I was having a little bit of both right there. I was like, okay, overtime.
The last game that we played was we did stream the Traverse City Cherry Bomb team versus who did they play?
Hip Hop Legends.
Yeah, that's your team, Trevor. And
Wow.
he pulled out a 2-0 shutout also. Well, 2-1. It was 2-1. And Trevor, you scored a goal in that game. Your goal was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see that goal. I want to see this Hip Hop Legends goal.
I want to give a shout out to Greg Williamson, and he got everything up and running and got to play his first game. So it was also a very challenging game for me. That was my first loss up to this point in the game. Personally, as my playing record.
So I just had to rub the salt on it with that We the North team, huh? Is talk about a statement, and it's your team.
So while I'm pulling up this goal here, Willie, I just got a quick question, and this is for the basically the hardcore NHL gamers out there who actually know about the game. But I'm like you, and I'm used to playing the game all in one view. So why don't you let the people know a little bit more about how you switch up the views each period?
Okay. Last year we played all the games in broadcast mode. So because we played it in broadcast mode, all of them, it was 3 periods of the same. So this year I decided, because we have 7, 8 different views inside the game, because it's the camera angles inside of the game and how the cameras are positioned in the arena and the angles that they take the video clips from for the highlights. I decided to use the ice view, because that was a view that gives you perspective from end to end instead of side to side. And then the classic view is the view that all the NHL 09, all the NHL games have been broadcast from in the past, and even the current 2021 version of the game. The championship game last year was played in classic mode. So I wanted to be able to showcase the graphics from different angles and view the ice and the players and everything from different angles as we played the game, as opposed to just watching it from the TV angle. So being able to stream those this year and the graphics, because when you change views like that, you're changing the zoom resolution of the game. So the more graphics that you stream, the harder it is to stream, because streaming the large files is very hard. And we've had many issues over the past 2-3 weeks with internet connections and internet speed, and even the game that you saw in the highlight video was still laggy and choppy in sections. So that's also another challenge of playing somebody else live as opposed to playing the CPU and different camera angles, is where your team is and how you view the game as the player. So if you're the home team, you're playing coming towards you in the second and third period, and the away team is playing against you in the second and third period, as opposed to playing left to right in the broadcast mode.
Crazy. So let's check out a little bit of the Traverse City Cherry Bombs versus my team, the Hip Hop Legends. You can actually see my player right there. My face is actually very prominent in the game. I'm a coach, I'm a fan, I'm a player. I'm probably everything you name it in the game.
Well, it's a tribute to how much I love you, Trevor, and how much YT Rhymes is been an integral part of helping put this together.
Hell yeah. Much love, Will. I appreciate that.
Capital City has a 1-0 lead to start the third period. They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off goes to Capital City. Sean clears it safely away. That's icing. There aren't many guys who can skate as fast as this guy. Yeah, he really does have an amazing set of wheels. The crowd gets excited every time he touches the puck. Faceoff goes to New York. But grabbed by Dawn. This guy's ready to break out. You can see it in his game. I agree with you on this one, Jim. I love his play. He could be a year away from becoming an elite talent. Jay. Takes one. Chuck. Over center. Mark dumped the puck in. Into the corner he goes. And he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. He is one of the best body checkers in the league, and you can see how he explodes through that check. We're ready for the face-off. The hammer grabs it. Shoots the puck. A turnover. Capital City wins the race and beats out the icing call. Went just wide of the net. Grabbed by Newport. Hard shot. Slick gobbles it up. Back in front. Offside. Christopher did a good job on that last save. He's definitely in control of his crease. Puck is about to be dropped. Face off one by Bill. Joshua down into the corner. Time. They're in over the blue line on the attack. Shoots quickly. New York scoops it up. Adam.
Let's go. Let's go.
He had a pretty big gun on that shot, but it got kicked aside. About to drop the puck. Face off one by Dawn. James casts it on net from deep in the slot. Yet another shot. Another quick shot. He had no problem with that save. He saw that one all the way. Ref is signaling for the faceoff. James. Flanks one. Blocked in front of it. Grabbed by New York. Another shot. Ned behind the net. And it's touched for icing. He'll be getting up and looking for the number of that truck. They're getting ready for the face-off.
Let's go. Let's go.
Face-off goes to Capital City. Corralled by James.
Got time.
He'll go at him one-on-one. Shoots the puck. Andrea, that's offside.
Somewhere I live was only tweaking my design. Practicing precision, I perfected every line.
Now here's a rookie goaltender, but he doesn't always play like one. On him, you can certainly see his raw talent. Hey, the kid will make mistakes, but he's already showing a lot of confidence. That bodes well for his future. He's stoked in by Matt. And that's icing. Jim, this guy loves to pick goalies apart. He's a true marksman. Hey, you put him in the slot with a puck and he scores 9 out of 10. Doesn't matter who's in goal. Laid out. Jack. Taken out. Now he moves the puck into the neutral zone. He's only got one to beat. He scores, and it's 2-0. A backhand like that is so deceptive. It's almost impossible for the goalie to judge where the puck is headed until it's too late. Face-off goes to Capital City.
Number 25, assisted by number 93, Dan, and
Picked up by Joshua.
Paul.
Rips one. Fires hard. He scores, and they're just about out of time, but trailing by 1. Everyone knew the big slap shot was coming. But when it's taken with that kind of force and accuracy, hey, there's not much that can be done to stop that one.
Feel me flow, get it up, hands up high, get it feel the vibe. Record rock from a mic better, we'll keep it as high as yours.
Making some late moves to close the gap. Now they haven't got time to waste, that's for sure. Less than 5 minutes to tie things up.
Number 83,
Shoots the puck. That save was a dagger in their heart, Jim. What a great opportunity it was to get the tying goal late here in the third. Great poke check. Slick. Shoots it. Picked up by New York. D'Andrea. Another shot gets blocked. Down to the final 2 minutes of this third period. And they get called for icing. First and foremost job for a defenseman is to stop the opposition. This guy's one of the best at that. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of offensive flair, but he makes up for that. And it goes wide. Jay with the puck. Right in front. Behind the net. Under a minute to go in the third, and that's offside. An absolutely huge hit. The one thing you can't do is play with your head down, and he follows through and absolutely explodes into that hit. We're ready for the face-off. Matt. Behind the net. Cleared out by Matt. Capital City beats out the icing call. He shoots! That one's sent wide of the goal. Another shot. Blocked. It didn't get through. Jay. Now he moves it into the attacking zone. D'Andrea into the slot. One-timer. D'Andrea. It's cleared out by the hammer. Capital City wins the race and beats out the icing call. And they get called for icing. The puck is about to be dropped. Into the last 10 seconds of the third. At center. Here they come over the blue line. One-time shot. It's over. Capital City takes the win. 2-1 the final score.
Bunch of stupids beat my team.
Beat your team. You shout out to Greg Williamson, who is a rookie player this year, and he did a great job.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so that was a little bit from my Hip Hop Legends team. As you can see, among the many amazing things that Willie P has done with his team, he's managed to make Wu-Tang Clan and NWA assemble like Transformers and join my team.
Well, Wu-Tang Clan themselves is a team all in its own. I mean, you can make
Yeah,
one.
you got them representing one player, so that's why I said assemble like Transformers.
Right.
Too funny.
So
Willie
P, what do we got coming up?
Okay, with the VGHL this week, it's going to be the showcase of DJ Dwayne out in Detroit. He's got 2 games coming up. We're going to be we're in event number 3. He's going to be playing my team, the Global Thailand team, and his home opener in event number 3. That will be next Thursday. So stay tuned for that. The time will be different. It will be in the AM in Thailand and the PM in the Western Hemisphere because he's playing out on the East Coast in Detroit. So there's a 12-hour time difference. So look to be playing at, Mr. East, you'll be long asleep. You'll have to watch the highlights for that game.
I will.
11 p.m. on the Eastern time zone. And event number 2, we've got one last game to finish on event number 2, and it is also DJ Dwayne 2. We're going to be playing that game in the next 2 days. It's versus the New Orleans Bones. That's also my team. So it's they've got some unique jerseys inspired by the Halloween theme of the skeletons on their jerseys. So looking forward to seeing that game go.
I thought the way you pronounced that the first time was very unique. New Orleans.
New Orleans.
It's like they're like aliens, but Orleans.
There you go. I'm going to do this segment towards the end of this show for our podcast. There's not a lot of information at this moment, but as the season progresses, this will change, and as the data starts to increase and we start to see who the top players are in the league, this information will change. But to keep it in our realm, I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. The leading points getter right now is a combination of many people that have gotten 2 points in the game. Trilo from Global Thailand, who had a great game last night, scored 2 goals, is one of the top point getters, along with Cody Howell from the Texas Prison Reform team. He also has 2 points. He had a 2-point game last night. And Jason Smith from the WTN team, he also had a 2-point game last night. So he's also in there. And then we've got Hideki Kato from the Japanese Team Panda team, who's got 2 points. Out here in Thailand, we've got Loze. She's got 2 points. She's the only player in the game who's actually wearing a face mask, to be politically correct. And the rounding out, my player from the Vex Global team has also got 2 points. He had a 2-point game in the home opener for their Vex Global team. The leading goal scorer is one player right now, and that's Vex War Trilo from the Global Thailand team, who is amounts 2 goals in the game already. So these statistics are going to be changing over time, obviously, but as we played the first event and halfway through the second event, these are our leading scorers at the time. The assist leader is our fearless leader and our major sponsor and a major contributor. And I'd like to give a shout out to Rocco DePopolo out in the East Van. The Vex Global team, he has gotten 2 points. He had a 2-point game, so he got 2 assists in that game. So he's been the playmaker for the Vex Global team, and he's the co-leader with Hideki Kato from the Japanese Team Panda team as far as assists. So they're the 2 leaders for the assists. As far as the goalies go, I would like to give a shout out to the number 1 goalie at the moment. There are 2 goalies. It's Cody Freeman from the Texas Prison Reform. He's got a shutout last night. and those are very extremely hard to get in the game. So that one's going to be very hard to beat. And let's see who the shutout leader for their goalies are this year and the goals percentage average. Right now, he is the leader. So a big shout out to him and the save percentage. So that's our statistics for this week. One last thing I want to say before we close out our show is we've got damn, I lost it.
Well, I want to get into one more thing while you're thinking of that. Before we close out, because there's so many sponsors and organizers and players and artists involved with the VGHL, we like to cover at least some of them every episode. So before we close out the show, Willie, why don't you give a shout out to some of the people that are involved in the making of the VGHL?
I'd like to give our sponsors is Rocco DePaco, East Van Wear Tattoo Company, and the East Van Car Club. And the car club just had a big barbecue and fundraiser for that. I'd like to give a shout out to Rocco DePapalo for Christmas for Kids, which is coming up on the 16th, right? This week, the 16th.
Yeah.
And the amazing work that he does for the kids and for Christmas. This is many years running now that he does this. And it's a great thing that this man does for global.
Actually, it's the 19th. So, sorry, they give out the presents on the 19th.
The 19th, okay.
Yeah.
So he is a has a very big heart and is very it shows very much love to everybody that is he is involved with, and the amount of work and the amount of participation he does on hands-on things, and the global involvement with BattleX Global is just incredible. I mean, I can't say anything more. I'm so happy that I am involved and with projects that he does, and get to be there. I would also give a shout out to Divine Inc. and we just showcased the WTM team and Oliver Brown and Terrace BC and Malcolm Campbell out there at Divine Inc. I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. East and Wild East Entertainment and all the great work that Wild East Entertainment is doing, and the artists that are on that label, and Luke Heath and the new logo is just so dope, and we got that into the game now, and the new jerseys and the facelift for the team, so that's just incredible.
We don't have to cover them all, Will.
No, I just wanted to coming up. We've got TCT and DJ Dwayne, who's doing he's got his Mexican broadcast that he streams live Mexican music and Mexican radio out in Mexico. He's got quite a big following down in Mexico City, and all the interesting work that DJ Dwayne has been doing. So look forward to him playing this coming week. He's got his home opener coming up. And then I'd like to give a shout out to you also, YT Rhymes, for helping me put this all together, because without you, this would not be possible either. So I'd like to give a shout out to you as well. Everybody else out there, thank you for participating. Thank you for watching, and thank you for joining in. And I really appreciate this, because this has been a dream and something that I've enjoyed doing for many years, and to be able to show and showcase and put this all together, thank you everybody for tuning in and helping.
Oh yeah, much love, Will.
Absolutely.
So make sure to tune in next Thursday when we do another episode of Behind the Boards. You'll get to hear more about the VGHL, more about the games that were played, more about the sponsors, more about the artists involved, and more about us as we play the game and play the season of the VGHL. Mr. East, do you have any closing statements?
That's a whole lot of more. We got more to come, just to let y'all know. I appreciate y'all coming on here just like everybody else does. Thank you for your time, and hopefully you had a good time. And there'll be more on the way, because we always bring more.
Hell yeah. So make sure to stay tuned to BattleX Global and the VGHL _official page on Facebook, as well as Axes Up TV on Facebook, so you can catch all of the updates on the VGHL. Also, Make sure to join Brittany Robertson, also known as Troublemaker, this Saturday when she does the third episode of Globally Challenged, 2 p.m. Central Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time when I can speak English properly. My name is YT Rhymes. I've joined you from Terrace, BC, Canada today, and I'm always with my two co-hosts.
Mr. East from Fox Cities, Wisconsin. Y'all have a good night. Thank you again for coming.
I'm Willie P from Udon Thani, Thailand. And hey, I remember, but I'll tell you next week. We'll talk about the period time changes and how that's affected the game this year. So stay tuned for that information next week.
More.
That's more. That's gotta be your catchphrase now, Will. Hey, I remember. Axe is up. Much love, y'all. Peace
Axe
out.
is up now. Peace.